Hey, I'm right back with another video. It's 4:05 p.m. Saturday, August 4th, and I am sitting around bored to tears, mind you. Um, but anyway, I'm trying to keep myself entertained. I have to say that I'm trying to get my brain in a more positive frame of mind. And this is a daily struggle, because I have a lot of mental exercises that I have to do to try to get myself straight, because I've been really shaken over all the events that have happened up until now. So, I'm going back and doing some meditation at night, trying to clear my mind as much as I possibly can and try to be able to pick myself back up, yeah, I feel awkward doing it because it was such a strange experience that I had to deal with. And then also, it's what's the word for it? That's not a phobia. It's more of I don't want to deal with what I had to deal with ever again. I don't ever want to have to deal with weirdos, encountering any more weirdos at job interviews or anything like that. So it really puts me in a awkward position. But I have to keep going forward. I can't continually live my life just sitting here and feeling like my life is just passing me by. And so, as time goes on, you realize, man, you're getting older, and I feel like I should be more active in my life. And I'm sitting here. Today, I kept thinking, what am I going to do this weekend? Because I meant to do a lot of things, okay? But I don't know how to get started, So I looked at some current events that were going on in Bakersfield today, and I kept thinking, maybe I should go out, and I think there was a craft fair somewhere. And then I got exhausted, because I went out this morning and took care of some errands that I had to run, had to get some household stuff, and I ended up feeling really exhausted and came home, and then I kind of forgot about the craft show, which kind of upset me, but I need to start doing things. I need to start getting outside and doing things and talking and seeing other people, because I can't deal with just this daily routine of misery that I'm living. It's a nightmare. So anyway, my day today was very sluggish and boring, which that's how it is every day. I long for activities. I need more things to do. And I did go shopping this morning, but it was for household stuff, okay? I had to replace a bathroom rug in my bathroom. And, really, I would like to buy some nice, expensive rugs for my bathroom, because when you buy the cheap shit, it falls apart, and then you end up replacing it, and it's a waste of money, right? But, the thing about bathroom rugs is that they lose their grip on the bottom, and they become, I don't know, useless pieces of crap that you could just trip over. So I ended up replacing a shitty rug for another shitty rug that'll probably last me another 3 months. If I wash it once, it starts to fall apart, But anyway, enough about my issues. So I did enjoy my little outside shopping spree today. I didn't get a whole lot. I went out and got, basic household stuff. What did I get? Well, one thing I did get, and I've been wanting a pair of overalls for a while, and I looked online, and they sent a catalog to my house, because I miss overalls. Overalls are very comfortable. They're very comfortable. And I don't know, I just feel comfortable in overalls. I've always had a pair of overalls since I can remember, since being a kid, And it's one of my not my favorite, but one of my most liked items. So they sent a catalog to my house. I don't know why they sent to me a catalog, because I really don't buy a lot of stuff from different companies. But I sent one that had like embroidery all over these overalls, and I thought they were really cute. I thought about buying them, and I thought thinking, they were like $30 or something. I'm like, well, I'm not always in the mood for embroidery work. So then I kept thinking, well, I'll just go to the secondhand store, because that's my first go. I mean, I'm always like, okay, I'll see if I can find a secondhand first. And then if I can't find a secondhand, then I will go do deeper searches. I wasn't looking for that. I went exclusively to this particular this store to pick up a bath mat, okay? That's all I went in there for. But I noticed that they had overalls. And so, you don't want to buy inexpensive denim, because I hate crap denim. I hate denim that looks crappy. You know what I mean? And I have to say that now that Levi's has become more, I don't know, what do you call it? They've lowered the standards of Levi's now that it's no longer like an exclusive type jean anymore. So like they sell them more at Walmart or anywhere. There was a time where you could only buy them at certain places. Like I remember Mervyn's used to sell them. I think you used to be able to get Levi's at JCPenney, and I used to get mine at Miller's Outpost. Well, now Levi's are like paper thin almost. It's just like this crap jean, right? Anyway, I went to a place on, I think it's Factory to You. What is it called? Fallas? 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 Over off of White Lane, on the corner of H or whatever. And they had these cute overalls that I got. And I thought they were really cute. They're on my little double right now. I'm going to have to take in the legs as usual because I'm short. Okay, so I'm taking about 2.5 inches off the leg so that I can make them my size. I won't be wearing them until autumn because, you know, that's my favorite season. And this is a time where I could wear longer pants. And these are what I'll be wearing around the house and doing shopping or whatever. I like the quality of denim. This is not a cheap denim, okay? It's actually, I mean, it's not the most heavy duty denim either, but it's a fairly decent quality. My biggest issue with some overalls is the snaps. You know, the little snaps right here. I've had some in the past that didn't last very long. Luckily, those can be replaced. You can always go to the fabric store and replace them if I need them. So I kept thinking, you know, it was for the price that these were, I would say $9.99 is not a bad price for overalls. I was actually quite pleased with my purchase. So anyway, I probably will hem those tonight and put them in my closet and wait for the autumn so I can actually wear them. I don't know, I was thinking about maybe dyeing them black, maybe. You know, they were such an inexpensive price, I kept thinking, well, you know, I'm excited about these overalls because it's been such a long time since I've owned a pair. I don't think I've had a pair of overalls since 1997, somewhere around there. So it's a big deal for me. And I really like them. So anyway, let's see what else happened today. Oh yeah, I turned on my air cooler and apparently there was a small little fire that started in my air cooler. And I called the fire department and they took care of it. So right now I'm using my little portable air conditioners and I'm getting by. I prefer using my overhead one, the cooler that burn up, I guess, but only because I like to have all my windows closed sometimes. I mean, I like fresh air coming in, but sometimes, you know, when it gets hot outside, I like to close everything down and walk around and, like, you know, my t-shirt or whatever. And I just like walking around my house the way that I like walking around my house, being comfortable, right? With, you know, in privacy. And so when I have my windows open, I can't really do that. So I feel kind of put out a little bit. But I was glad that the fire department came and took care of it. And other than that, my life is pretty boring. So my day is basically, my goal right now is to get out of the mental funk that I've been in, okay? I've been in very depressed mode for a very, very long time. And I'm trying very hard to get myself motivated because when you deal with shock like this, or terror, or whatever you want to call it, it bothers you, you know what I mean? It weighs heavily on the mind. But I know that the situation I'm in right now is making me very unhappy. You know, I have too many hours on my time, too much time on my hands, and I feel lost, and I feel agitated, and you know, I'm depressed. Okay, I'm going through severe depression, and I do understand that. Okay, so what do? You know, it's like I know I need to make changes, but it's really hard for me right now. You know, it's very hard for me to get out of this mindset because I have been like traumatized and demoralized over and over and over and over again, you know. But it's something that I feel like, well, what am I going to do? Stay like this forever? I can't do that, you know. I can't be in this spot forever, you know. So I'm trying to get myself together and get my head straight because my depression is very severe, you know, and I deal with it every day. And I'm trying really hard to get over it. My crafts I really haven't had much interest in painting or anything like that. I did make a picture. I thought it was pretty juvenile looking. Of course, most of my art is juvenile looking, and I'm not going to hang this. I'm going to stack it on the side of the wall like all my other crap. I thought that unicorn, my unicorn picture, was actually pretty good considering the fact that I've never drew a horse before, and I have no skills whatsoever in doing such a thing. But I get bored and I try to find things to do, but it's just not enough for me. I need to be out. I'm the kind of person I like to talk, and I'm just sitting here wasting away, and that's how I feel, on a daily basis, and it's depressing. It's very depressing. So anyway, happy about my overalls. That means I don't have to sit here and go online, look for more overalls. If I want to get another pair of these and dye the other pair black, I mean, it's very inexpensive. It was like $10 for these. And if you are out here in your Bakersfield, or if you have a location that has these particular stores and you like overalls, okay, not everybody likes overalls. Some people think they're kind of dorky, which, whatever. But if you do like them, that's a good place to get them, okay? It's a good place to go get them right now because these are not bad. They're not a bad quality at all. And I'm actually quite pleased with these. So they don't look flimsy, okay? And if the little claps or whatever, the little clasps do come off, you could always go to the fabric store and replace them. But the quality of denim is actually quite good. So go ahead and take a look at that if that interests you. And there's also something else I've been wanting to do in Bakersfield. Oh yeah, there's a candy shack over off of Brundage Avenue. I haven't tried it yet. I don't buy a lot of candy, not anymore, but every once in a while, I like candy. And the kind of candies I like Charms lollipops. I don't know if this candy shack has the kind of candy I like, but I've been wanting to try them, okay? If you live in Bakersfield, you might want to go and try them out. I'm not sure what it's like in the inside. It's a small little building, and I see them like it's on the coming from Brundage towards H Street. It's on the right-hand side of the road, and I kept thinking I need to go in there. Okay, I wonder if they have my Charms lollipops. Okay, I don't like the Charms blow pops. Okay, I like the Charms lollipops. Okay, which are very hard to find now. And I'm hoping that they have those. Maybe I might stroll in there next week and see if they have some, because I would kill for a Charms lollipop right now. I really enjoy those. So anyway, yeah, a lot of mental exercises and trying to get myself back, to my bubbly self and feeling okay. That's my biggest issue. I'm just feeling very depressed lately, and that's my biggest issue. That's my biggest obstacle, and I can't feel right in my head right now. It's like I feel so sad all the time, because I feel like, I'm wasting away just sitting here, and it's not doing me any good. So anyway, that's my weekend, and I will be jumping in the shower shortly, and spending the rest of my evening. I guess it's not going to take me very long to cut these the cuffs off these overalls. So what I'll do for the rest of the evening, I don't know, but I will tell you, I have too much time on my hands. I don't know much about nightlife here in Bakersfield. Like, I don't go out to clubs. I don't go to bars. So what is there to do, in Bakersfield? What is there to do anywhere? You know what I mean? If you're not into bars, what do you do at night, But I would like to get out and do things more, because I'm sick and damn tired of being stuck in the house all the time, and I know that I need to go and pick myself back up and start looking for something other than what I'm doing right now. Just everything. I'm just not feeling bubbly, and I've been dealing with it. I know a lot of times when people go through depression, they always say, oh, get some antidepressants. Well, like I said, that's just going to stifle you. It's only going to make you feel good, but it's not going to resolve the issue. The issue is, I know what it is. I need to continue on my life, and I'm not happy just sitting here, and I'm getting, there's times where I just literally want to bang my head against the wall. I mean, because I've always had the strength to get up and do something. I don't remember being bored this much, even when I first moved out of my family's house and had my kid. I remember I always found something to do. I've never been this bored in my entire life. I mean, I've never felt so unhappy. I've never felt so lost. Every day I wake up with that feeling, and it's too much for me to deal with. It's entirely too much. So anyway, enough of my complaining. But that's how a lot of targets feel, and that's why I feel so bad for them, because it's a very sad feeling to deal with. It really is. I mean, it's very sad, and that's one of the reasons why I feel so, I have a lot of compassion for people who are in situations like this, because it takes the life out of you. It does, it really does, and I don't think people should have to live like that. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap up this video and do maybe some more cleaning. I need to scrub my floors again, and I don't know. Everything it seems like drudgery is what it is, because I really want to do is I want to have some fun. I want to be out enjoying myself, and I'm not enjoying myself. I don't even know how to enjoy myself at this point. So lost, so very lost. Okay, wrapping up this video. I hope you all have a wonderful, eventful weekend while I sit here and wonder what the hell am I going to do. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.